Not showing like. Hey guys, what's up? I am Prince Kumar from ACM Student Chapter IIT Dhanbad, and welcome you all for the session of Hour of Code. As you all know that this is the fourth session of Hour of Code, and to make this event more specific, I would like to introduce Yashvi Patel ma'am. She got the title of Kaggle Master, and by this she became the top 1% data scientist on Kaggle. She is currently working as a software engineer in 𝐂𝐤 technology. Today, she will be sharing her experiences on how to get started with machine learning using Kaggle. And if you haven't seen the last session, that is it was based on the machine learning, so you can go previous and watch that videos after these sessions. And also towards the end of sessions, we will be taking your queries and doubts. So make sure you ask your questions in the live chat box. And so let's get started. And welcome you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. How
Hi
are you?
everyone.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Continue.
Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, good afternoon also. Yeah. Yeah. Data science and all these things came into your mind. You see there's so much hype nowadays. Data science, deep learning, machine learning. And today in this session, I will tell you how you can get started with data science, specifically using Kaggle. So without a further ado, let's get started. So, what is data science? Data science is around you in any every other way. Like today, we will use Amazon, we will use Flipkart. We buy items from these sites, and it is suggesting us like you should buy this or this. How it is doing? It is using data science under the hood. How Gmail filtering your emails to spam or non-spam categories. Your Netflix is predicting what shows you will like. So, the core job of data science is to collect the data, understand that data, and some extract the useful information and patterns from that data, and apply uh, this to solve the real world problems. So, so first, let us understand what all this artificial. What is difference between AI versus data science versus machine learning versus deep learning? So, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is in artificial intelligence. Basically, we uh, make computer smarter so that computer can think like us. We are trying to mimic humans in machines. So so artificial intelligence is a huge broad uh, field which is making like chatbots, like making self-driving cars and all of this. So here comes the machine learning. Machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence. In machine learning, we are building algorithms or using algorithms which is using past data and tries to predict the future. So in machine learning, we are trying to predict the future or by using these algorithms. So then comes the deep learning. Deep learning means we are trying to exactly mimicking our human brains, how our human brain works. Like when I give it one apple or some apple to you, you will say, "Yeah, this is an apple." How machine will understand? How machine will say that this is an apple? We these things, this pattern, like how our neurons work. We introduced neural networks, deep neural network, all these terms in deep learning. And then comes the data science. Data science is not just all about model building and all this stuff. Data science is a multidisciplinary field which includes uh, all other fields also, like big data analytics, cloud computing, and all this. Data science is using all this field and and also using machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms. Data science consists of a whole pipeline where it uh, it includes from data pre-processing to data modeling and all this stuff. Data science includes. So now we understood AI, machine learning, deep learning, data science. I know you know all of these. Some of you don't maybe not know all of this, but this is very important to understand the differences between all these fields, how they are related to each other, how they are using, how we are. Because if we want to learn these fields, we have some knowledge about this field. What is this we are learning? So coming to the point, why we need data science, what is the purpose of data science? Let's say uh, you are back in some 20 years ago, that data science 20-30 years ago, when data science is not out there, data science is not there. Let's say I tell you to create an application which translates English to Hindi, let's say. So, what will you do if data science is not there? You will write hardcore rules, you will write grammar rules and all this stuff in that application, and you will come back to me. "Yeah, this is my application. Yeah, this perform. If you give it English sentence, it will translate me back to Hindi. But what if I say, like, no, it's okay. English to Hindi is okay. Now translate English to, say, French or Spanish. Now you will go back and write another set of rules and say, this is my new application, which now also translate English to Spanish also, or French also. But there are so many other languages also. In India, we have so many languages. So this this uh, process, this technique by writing hardcore rules by ourselves is so tedious. So the here comes data science comes to the rescue. Like, in data science or in machine learning, we are not building rules, we are using some algorithms which we feed some input. We are feeding some data to that those algorithms, or those algorithms are giving us rules. That also, we also call that models, that machine learning models. In this way, we can say that we are training our models, we are training the machine learning models. We use that terms, right? We are training machine learning model. Basically, what under the hood, what we are actually doing, we are just using one algorithm and feeding the inputs and feeding the labels. Yeah, this is English sentence and this is Hindi sentence. We give that to our model, and our model will give us a set of rules. And now now we if we give that model another English sentence, then it will translate back to us Hindi. Now if we have to make this application for any other language, we just have to train that model again with another data. So data science is all about data. Without data, there is no field like data science. So data science makes our life so much easier, because today we have so many things that like Google Translate. So let's say I am also today I am in my company working on a project which involves French language. So it is very difficult for me to understand French. So Google Translate helped me a lot in this field. So okay, we know what is data science, we know what is machine learning, what is the path to follow. Because when I started, I followed a path like here and there, and it took me so time to to understand the right path for data science. So the main purpose of this session is to guide you all that you can follow the right path and how you can utilize the various resources nowadays we are having. So first thing first, you have to learn one of these two coding languages, Python or R. You have to learn. You can use any of these languages, but I don't know anything about R. I haven't used R. I know about Python. Python provides so many library support, and even Python is not just used in data science, it is used in many other fields in web development also and all this field. So Python is more general purpose programming language. So I find Python much more easier. So I started with Python. You can choose whatever suits you best. And also you can choose any other languages like C++, Java. But the problem is Kaggle like platform only provide support for these two languages. Maybe there might be in the future there might be another language support in Kaggle, but nowadays Kaggle only support this. So you have to learn one of these languages. And Python is very easy to learn. You can learn it in a week or 2 weeks. So maths and stats. I know, I might scare you, but you have to learn maths and stats because you cannot move further without learning mathematics and statistics. And you don't need the you don't need to be a mathematician for that. You have to just learn the high school maths, what you have studied in your 12th standard. And so there is one YouTube channel, Three Blue One Brown, which have a playlist for calculus or linear algebra. You can definitely check this out because this is very worth it if you wanted to revise your some of the core concepts of mathematics. And for statistics, no one can teach you better than the Khan Academy. This course is literally the best. I used to hate stats. I don't, I didn't like statistics because I didn't like how this outliers, what is this hypothesis and all this. It usually used to scare me. So Khan Academy helped me out in that. So I learned statistics and probability from there. So I am recommend you guys will check out. And if you guys find another good course, you can go for it. Now, now data science pipeline, but when we get the data is quite messy. It contains duplicacy, it contains missing values, or we have outliers and so many. We have to process that data, we have to clean your data because data that we came to us is garbage. So we cannot feed garbage to our models because garbage in then garbage out. If you feed garbage to the model, it will result into garbage because your model should not be biased about something. So data must be clean before it goes to the machine learning model. So these 5 tools is very essential to start with. You have to learn these tools because these are the foundations. If these will be used in some or other way. NumPy is basically a library which is for n-dimensional, which is used to operate on used to operate on n-dimensional arrays. Gives us some functions and we can perform some operations on ND arrays using NumPy. And pandas provides us a data frame. Data frame is basically a table like data structure which is used to data for data manipulation and to data pre-processing stuff. And these 3 libraries, matplotlib, seaborn and plotly, these are the visualization library. You can plot the histograms, bar charts, and all this graphs from these libraries. This help in us in a EDA. EDA basically is exploratory data analysis. Before doing any pre-processing or any other feature engineering stuff, we try to understand the data, what actually data set saying to you. We tries to find the pattern in the data. Oh, this I find, we are plotting the graphs, how the graph is moving, how the past performance, like if you are working on a weather prediction, so you are plotting that weather of 1 month, say. So you are plotting, yeah, the weather is uh, more like cold in January and Feb. And this type of analysis or this type of visualizations, you can use these libraries. And EDA is the most important part in the data science pipeline, because we have to understand data first. Because data in real life, data is too messy. So to clean that data, what features are important to us, what which are not, this will help you. EDA will help you to understand that data much better way. Okay, now courses. What courses should we do? I have listed some of the courses I have done. You can do any courses, but you have to you have to use a reverse engineering approach. What reverse engineering is, we like, if you guys go to any like magic show, we see magic, right? We see that, yeah, this person did some magic, but is that magic is actually happened? No, there is some logic behind that magic. So first, try to understand what data science, what this algorithm is capable of doing, then understand how it is doing. So you may heard about Indru-NG Coursera course. So don't start from Indru-NG. It's my recommendation. Don't start, because you will be scared of and you will be demotivated. And yeah, you have to start by any applied machine learning course, applied data science, where you will be more introduced hands on how to use machine learning models, how to use scikit-learn library, how to use pandas library, matplotlib, seaborn. And then you, let's say you learn linear regression. You know how linear regression, actually you don't know about under the hood mathematics, but yeah, you know linear regression takes some x and y, and then if we give us x, it will predict us y. So you just use it. You let's say take one of the data sets and applied that. Now now that you used it, now you see the magic of the data science. Now you see the how it is working under the hood, how linear regression is predicting the values for us. So now understand the math, because this will make you curious, like how the things are working under the, how the decision trees are working, how linear regression working, how it is uh, classifying things, like I said in Gmail, like spam or non-spam, how it is classifying these things. So first understand what it is doing, and then understand how it is doing, because in this way you will not get overwhelmed by the more difficult or more complex concepts. Okay, moving further. Now, the main, you all are coming here for Kaggle. What is Kaggle? Kaggle is a Kaggle is a platform where is a community for all the data scientists, where we came, we code, we discuss, we compete for our data science work. I when I got introduced Kaggle, I thought it is just about competitions and all. but Kaggle is more than competitions. It gives you uh, so many things that you can use or you can utilize if you know it very well. If you want, Kaggle can give you so many things that you can learn. It is the best learning platform, I would say. So one thing Kaggle provides is the hands-on courses. These courses is completely hands-on. You can start by these courses. It will give you a rough idea of how to use them actually, how to take the data set, how to do data pre-processing, how to apply machine learning model, how to use those libraries, and these are completely free and it will give you a hands-on practice because you will understand the practical concepts of the data science and all these things. And then after you have done all this course, you have to start by one of the getting started competitions, this Titanic machine learning. And when you start learning C++ and all this Java and all this stuff, and when you start any language or any stuff, you first write the code of hello world, right? So Titanic is the hello world for machine learning. So in this we have to predict the if the person will survive or not. It is a classification problem. You can definitely start with this because it will give you the rough idea how competitions work. In Kaggle competition, there are two types of leaderboard. One is public leaderboard and one is private leaderboard. Actually, the data set, we divide data set into three parts: training, validation, and testing. Kaggle give us only training and validation part, and that will comes under the public leaderboard. We give the public leaderboard in this. Let's say Kaggle give you data set in a train and test form. What will you do? You will split the training data to two parts: train and validation. And Kaggle only give you labels for training data sets. So you will perform your machine learning and analysis, and you will uh, you will submit your prediction for the test data to Kaggle, to this competition, and it will rank your rank will be calculated from the public test set, public leaderboard test set. It will not rank your model from another test set that they hide it from you. These is private. This will be tested after the competition is closed. So we'll show you at the end of this session how this public and private leaderboard works. And after completing this Titanic data set, you can uh, do this house price advanced regression techniques. This is a little bit complex, little bit hard data set than previous one because it has so many features, and you will learn about feature engineering, how dimensionality reduction, gradient boosting, random forest. You will get to learn about these concepts in this competition. So you can definitely try this two competition. Now, like I said, Kaggle is more than that competition stuff. Kaggle, one of the wonderful feature I like about Kaggle is it provides us Kaggle notebooks. Kaggle notebooks are the cloud computational environment, you heard about Jupyter, Google Colab. It's something like that. It gives you a Jupyter notebook, which you can combine your code and write up in the same environment. Basically, in Kaggle there are type of uh, four type of uh, platforms where you can perform. Like there is data sets masters, there are notebook master, there are competition master and discussion masters. So master or grandmaster, whatever. So in the Kaggle notebooks, we have to create a notebook. We made that notebook for public. We are trying to collaborate in the community. Let's say we have some data sets in Kaggle, so we uh, create the notebooks from that data set. Okay, because notebooks, when I started Kaggle, I am just there for reading other people's notebooks and learning and all this. But then I realized I should write my own notebooks. I should contribute to the community, and uh, and this is the best way to show your code, to show your uh, work to other people as well, because in Kaggle is also providing you the platform where you can build a portfolio. Like you have created some of the notebooks, so you sharing in your LinkedIn and all this, that people will starting knowing you, people will started appreciating your work. Oh yeah, you know feature engineering. Yeah, you created a wonderful notebook on feature engineering, right? So people will started knowing you, starting appreciating your work, because you are not helping yourself only, you are helping other people also. So create some good notebooks, like create some like you have to create notebook in a more understandable manner, so that other people can understand it by reading that notebook. So notebook is a very good way to get started in Kaggle, because uh, competitions are quite complex or hard for the beginners. So notebook is your way to get started. And the Kaggle also have one feature to collaborate with others. You can you can work in a group. You can collaborate with others. Like yeah, we are working in a team. We are work, like say you are doing one competition, and you can collaborate with others. Like yes, I wanted to work with you. You can collaborate with that and share your notebook. You can share your ideas with them. You can share your notebook with them, your approach for problem with them. So working in team is always good to I mean learn something new from others as well. Now, the best way to learn in Kaggle is to explore the public kernels. You like, let's say you are given one data set. You put taken one data set. Like, I wanted to solve this problem. Solve this. You use this data set, and you solve one problem. And now are. Um, you are exploring other people notebooks as well. You are saying, oh, this person had did this thing. Okay, now you have learned so many. You said that uh, you haven't you haven't did that approach, use that approach that other person is doing. You can learn from others. You can explore other grandmasters or masters notebooks that may be helpful in your learning process of data science. So notebooks, there are so many notebooks are out there, which is really good, like EDA notebooks, like deep learning notebooks, because Kaggle contains everything in data science, which you will not find on other platform also. Kaggle is a community where beginners are also there, where industry experts are also there. They all are sharing their ideas, their notebooks, they are helping beginners or each other out there. So you can explore the public kernels or a notebook. Notebook used to call kernel, now we call it notebook. So it will help you to understand the general workflow of the data science field. Yeah. Now you have explored other people's notebooks, you learned so many things. Now develop your own kernel. How, whatever you learn, write it to the kernel. Like right approach, step by step, follow the approach. Yeah, given the data set, importing that data set, then cleaning the data set. Yeah, these are the handling the missing values, handling the outlier stuff, and step by step follow that process of data science pipeline and create notebook in a modular way. Okay, so that the other people explain everything in the markdowns, like, okay, I am using this because I think this should be, uh, because of this I think what you think, write in the markdown. So code with comments should be the is the best notebook where other people will understand how you are explaining things, that will also help you to uh, to learn. And because sharing your knowledge to other will help you to grow. People will come to you and say, yeah, you did that thing wrong, and you will say, okay, yeah, I didn't knew about this, and then you grow a little bit further. So build as much as you can with your current. So coming to the competitions, so Kaggle competitions, these are there is a tab in a Kaggle competition, getting started competition. You can initially you may not able to crack or tackle the competitions because you don't have that sufficient knowledge that you need. So you can start by the simpler ones. You can then increase your level. So what skills needed for Kaggle competitions? So basic skills require like data pre-processing, EDA, feature engineering, ML models. And data pre-processing, like I said, we clean the data, we process that data, we did some by using some EDA. We know that okay, this feature should be there should be one how to replay, how to impute missing values, how to impute outlier, how to handle that, how to feature engineer. Yeah, I can. You will. I can create new features. How you can create new features out of some already given feature that might be more uh, more be that might be more good for the machine learning model. So in basic, you are cleared with that. Okay. Now the advanced part comes. In advanced part, there comes a hyperparameter tuning. In hyper, every machine learning model has some parameters to be tuned. Tuned means we are trying to impute that parameter with so that our model perform better than it is performing. So we need some best parameters for that model. So this, by using this technique, we can, there are so many techniques in hyper parameter. We can use grid search, random search. There are so many techniques for hyperparameter tuning. Using these techniques, we impute the parameters of the model, best parameters, like, and ensemble techniques. Have, I mean, in ensemble techniques, we are combining uh, one or two, multiple, one or more models into one. So we are best utilizing the models, and it is said that ensemble techniques help Kagglers to win most of the Kaggle competitions. And here comes the deep learning. You will need deep learning to get participating in at least to participate in Kaggle competition, because most of the Kaggle competition are of computer vision or NLP, and if they are not of this, and the data set is so huge, so you need deep learning, because deep learning is used when we have enough data. In Kaggle competition we have enough data, so deep learning perform better in that scenario. So you will need computer vision, you will need NLP. In computer vision, we are working on images or in videos in computer vision. Or in NLP, we are working on text. Like I said, in Google Translate, we are giving English sentences and translating it to Hindi sentences. So we are working on that. So mostly Kaggle problems, what I have ever seen is of computer vision or NLP. You have to learn these fields also along with all of this. These there might be other skills or other there might be no there are other skills or advanced skills, but this is what I do is necessary to participate in Kaggle competition. Yeah, and even uh, you this is enough to you to get start in competition. Then start any competition. If you are not ready for the competition now, tackle the previous competition. You can also participate in the competition which already completed or which are not active. Yeah, you can practice on that before participating in actual competition. So yeah, there are many ways to utilize Kaggle. You can use Kaggle competition, you can use Kaggle notebook, you can use Kaggle data sets, you can create your end-to-end application. Like you can use your, if you have any knowledge of web development or mobile development, you can integrate machine learning model into that too, because it will help you to make your resume better, to make your portfolio. You can make your portfolio using Kaggle. Kaggle can be uh, given as your portfolio. Yeah, I have done this problem. I know this things. People will know. Yeah, okay, you know these things, and yeah, it is good. And it is you are not just saying that you I know these things, because I'm showing uh, with my Kaggle profile that yeah, I know this. Is Kaggle worth it? Many people ask me that ki, why is Kaggle competitions and Kaggle problems is very much different than real life problems. Yeah, I agree that it is very much different from real life problems. Then the question is, should we still solve the Kaggle problems? I I will say yes, because for us, we are not industry expert, right? We are we are using Kaggle for learning. So for us, this is very useful. For actually, it is giving us a platform to practice. Yeah, you did some courses, but what after that? You did courses, now you have the platform to utilize your skills. You whatever you learned in that course, you use that skills into this platform. Share your knowledge with other discussion. There are so uh, good discussions in Kaggle that there are also winner interviews, like how they approach their problems, how they came up with that solution, and you can definitely read them, or because this will help you in your learning process, and it is worth it because it is giving you a platform for practice. like like we do code chef, right? We do hacker earth, hacker rank for coding practice, so we can do Kaggle for data science practice. And yeah, do not limit yourself. You should follow some these blogs. You have to be aware about what new technology is coming, what Google is making, what like recently GPT-3 comes came. You have to know about, yeah, I know the things, you are aware of the things, because in data science every day some new technology and some new algorithms came, and you should be aware of that. Now, some tips. So, tip number one, set goals. Set incremental goals like, yeah, write, uh, I will write 2, 3 notebooks per week. Okay, I will score in 50% in this Kaggle competition. I will score under the 40% people in this Kaggle competition. Set this type of goals, write those goals, and yeah, it will help you to visualize your progress, how you are progressing in this area. And tip number two, work solo to develop the core skills. If your core skills are not, you are not skilled, you don't know about that, you don't know about basic things, work solo. Do not team up then. Do yourself. Because in this way, you will, if you develop your core skill, then your tip number three is like, then you team up to push your boundaries. Yeah, I know this things. I know this thing, but do not be under this boundary. Push by pushing your boundaries to knowing, reaching other people out, contributing with other uh, people by discussing your ideas with them, by seeing their approaches. You will definitely learn something new. And tip number four, don't worry about low ranks, less votes. I am not getting, there's a moment so many people came and tell me that I am not getting votes, what to do, how to get votes, and Kaggle is not for me. I am not getting any ranking and all. So do not worry about all these things. You are, remember one thing, you are there for learning. You are not there for getting votes and all these things. You have you have to focus on your you have to focus on your learning. You create notebook, you participate in Kaggle competition, and eventually people will started knowing you. You will get votes, and believe me, it will feel good then, that yeah, you released your first notebook. You, people saying, yeah, you did very well in this competition, you ranked good. So this will matters to me, and it will matter to you also. Tip number five, ask questions on the forums. Kaggle forums, Kaggle in Kaggle forums, people are always active. People are always there to help you. If you have any doubts at any point, you ask that in the forums. People will definitely answer back to you. And tip number six, attend podcast. You should attend the podcast. There are so many podcast channels like Chai Time, Data Science, and all. Listen to the other Kagglers or other data scientists, uh, how they are tackling problems and all this. You will get some more ideas from them. You will get to learn from them. Mm. Tip number seven, read the top solutions from the contest and past. Because what I how I learned, I took some competition and then tried to solve that problem. And then after, okay, now I know that I cannot improve my model, or I cannot improve it further. I read the top solutions from the contest, how they approach the problem, and then ideas came into mind. Okay, I can do this also. I can do this in this way also. And it helped me in my thought process and how you approach different problems and all this. And tip number 8, read the research paper to get more ideas. Try to read research paper. I know it is boring, but you can if you can read the research paper that interest you, like say some problem you are building one, you are thinking of the, you wanted to uh, make some project. Read the research paper, you will get lots of ideas from them, and then try to implement the research paper. Like they have explained the um, working of the architecture of the something machine learning model or something. You can try to implement those. And uh, and yeah, so this is all from my side. If you guys have any question, you can ask me now. Oh, I got so many questions. Master processing tools. These are the pre-processing tools in data science, like NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib or Seaborn. You should know about this tool before starting anything, because this will take you some hands-on practice about this tools. So the whole this domain is covered in Python only as a language, or language like pre-processing or some other tools are also used. Yeah, there is. We are using Python, but many other languages are also using, like Go, R, and we are also using some statistic tools like Power BI and all this. Yeah, but Python is mostly used by, because it is consisting of so many libraries support. So Python is used by most of the data scientists or most of the industries. Is there any particular order of learning? Yeah, it depends to person how they learn, because everyone is different. Some like this way, some like those way. You can start learning by first learning language, then learning mathematics and statistics, then data, some tools, data pre-processing tools and all, and then machine learning model, and then deep learning. Then after you learning all the machine learning, then you can move towards deep learning and all those things. Mm. Is there any resources to see what type of models, not the code things, people are making nowadays, and get some motivation, because of now we only limited to examples of ML application. Yeah, you can follow many. There are many resources to you can read the blogs of me towards data science. Like I said, you can also read the Kaggle. Kaggle also, one thing I missed out. Kaggle also provides you blogs, which many people are not aware of. You can read the blogs, or you can, let's say, you first learn about the basic machine learning models, and then when you move towards a deep learning models, read about the read about the research paper. Because for, let's say, I'm talking about artificial neural networks. Okay, you get to know today about, yeah, I want to learn artificial neural network in mathematics. So Google it and you will find the research paper for it, or you will find another someone's explanation for that model, and you will get to know details about that model, not only coding part. From where to start first? First, start building your core concepts, then start using Kaggle. And first thing you should do today is to make an account on Kaggle if you have not created yet.
It was a very great session, ma'am. I think all have asked their questions. As you have also gives the idea from where everyone can practice, like Khan Academy. Yeah, definitely. Some people also use Khan Academy for our passing our semesters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a great helpful for other people. Yeah, they will definitely go for these sites, or like you have also tell about the research paper, some blogs. It will be very useful for the students. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sparing your time with us. And there was a lot to learn from your experience. Actually, it really inspired me also, because though I don't have a knowledge in this field, so yeah, it's a very great session, ma'am. Uh,
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks to all.
To
Uh,
you
uh, you
for
can
giving.
share, yeah,
Yeah.
like, share, and thumbs up this
Yeah.
session. You
Definitely.
can, yeah, you
Yeah.
can, you all can share these sessions to your friends, or if you haven't seen the ML sessions, previous one, you can go and just check there. Yeah, thanks
Okay.
to all.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, ma'am.